r/AskReddit. Why are you single right now? Depressed. Overweight. But I'm working on myself and trying to get into better shape. Edit. I have so many messages. Thank you for your kind words. I have at least 50 pounds I need to lose. I am just going to take it one day at a time. Edit. I like this song and I hope it will also bring you some feels. Excuse the length of this copy-paste. Radiohead How to Disappear Completely. That's not may go where I please I walk through walls I float down the lithium not. Here this isn't happening not here in a little while I'll be gone the moment's already past yeah. It's gone and I'm not here this isn't happening not here strobe lights and blown speakers fireworks and hurricanes I'm not here this isn't happening not here. Because I simply get no bitches. I was in an 8-year relationship. Married for 2. To my high school sweetheart. Exactly this same time last year. We got divorced because I found out he was cheating on me with my best friend. The best friend I had known longer than him and was friends with since 4th grade. She was living with us to try to get back on her feet. Yeah lol. So I lost my best friend and the man I had been with for 8 years within the same night. So I moved to another state. Got an apartment by myself. And I'm now single and divorced all by 26. Not really looking unless the right person comes along. It's pretty happy and peaceful now that they're both out of my life though honestly. You realize people's toxicity and flaws the most once you get space away from them. The calm I get from waking up every morning knowing nobody is cheating on me very easily outweighs getting cheated on. 0 social skills. Because I am horribly depressed. Also I am in my mid-30s and live alone so how am I supposed to meet anyone? 'Cause one day I wanna be single and the next day I don't lol also got fat. 20. I am too young for this shit. Full-time college and 48 hours a week job. Mental health problems which I have a fear that might contribute to lots of problem and it might result that I won't be keeping my so as happy as they deserve. My fiancé died almost 5 years ago, and I'm still a broken and nearly insane shell of a man. Like focusing on myself, like to focus on making money and bettering myself that's why I raised my standards. Girlfriend wanted an open relationship, then left me for the other guy. Why shouldn't I be single? Yeah, I get it. Being in a relationship is the default norm in our society. We have a biological predisposition to form relationships. It is a proxy for our success in life and being single is equated with being a failure. I.e., you're so worthless nobody wants to be with you. But I don't give a flying *ck about that. I've already married and reproduced and divorced. I'm financially independent. I don't need another person sucking up my time, space, money and emotional energy. I don't need another person to entertain me and introduce drama into my life. Being single is awesome. I haven't yet met anyone I like well enough to put the effort into a relationship. Considering that I live in a small Midwestern town where the primary athletic activity of women over 40 is to eat, I don't see that changing any time in the future. Wife won't let me be in a relationship. More people are single now than ever before. In a social media world lots more people are shallow and have zero personality so where can you find any depth to maintain a relationship? Apart from that it's just incredibly difficult to find someone uniquely suited to you. They exist. But the problem is finding them. Cause is more peaceful. I don't want to date. I live in a shitty place where barely any people my age live. So it's difficult. Because I'm much happier than I am in a relationship dealing with someone's shit all the time. Lovely peace and quiet. I am old and widowed. That makes me invisible and expendable. I have too many unsolved issues, I can't in good conscience bring someone else into them. He didn't choose me. 'Cause no one likes me? No self-worth. Because I am getting a leg surgery and he didn't want to wait till I can walk again and left me. Haven't found anyone willing to put up with me. Relationship is too much work. Because I am only slightly above average attractiveness. I have an endearingly abrasive personality. I am scared of human contact. And I have this wonderful personality flaw where I assume everyone hates me. Ugly. Fat. No license. Still live with my mom. Ya know. The average Redditor, but realistically. I am just not ready. Physically or mentally. I have a lot to work on myself before I even consider anything of the sorts. I know I am capable of going out and finding a girlfriend. I am just not confident with myself or how I look. Losing weight would change this drastically. Sometimes when I look in the mirror a certain way, I can see myself looking actually decent. If I lost that weight, boom, I'd look so much better. Which would really help with my confidence. Can't imagine why people would like me. Too socially anxious and awkward to be attractive. I also like my personal space and independence too much. It's the singles life for me, I guess. I listen to Radiohead. I'm socially awkward, and due to my size, most adult men literally think I'm not even an adult. I always end up having crushes on guys that don't like me back and can't seem to find one who likes me that I click with. I honestly don't know. I'm almost 32 and I've never had a serious relationship. I think I am funny and smart and I'm not the ugliest person out there. TBH, it's not like I've never had opportunities. But I kinda turned them down 'cause I didn't feel like it. Sometimes I'm all like, I'm gonna get on Tinder and meet with everyone I match with, but then it's either everyone annoys me or I don't feel like talking to anyone. I recently matched with a really interesting guy, but he kinda never replied after a whole day. Talking.tl. Doctor. I don't know. Because I love my life and I don't want to give up any part of it that makes me happy. Regardless of what people say. You always have to give things up in a relationship. You simply cannot continue to live like you're living now while also incorporating another human being at the level of closeness of a romantic relationship. When I was younger and didn't have as many hobbies, making that change was nice because it filled the void with someone. Now I have 0 voids. And I am not willing to create them in order to bring someone in. Too ugly, not in good shape, shy, not really social. In general, people don't like me. Social anxiety over decades changes you. Even if you finally deal with the symptoms, cosmetically, etc., the changes remain. Behavior patterns, instincts, interests, etc. No drive, interest to have a family anymore. And minimal socializing, not meeting new people. I also don't drink, which eliminates 70% of all social places, events, interactions around here. Even good looks, personality, etc. don't matter if you barely ever interact with people, and I'm not desperate. So I have still specific standards, likes, and many things I dislike. My husband died and all the other people out there aren't my husband. Because I am a worthless degenerate with bad breath, agoraphobia and panic disorder, anxiety issues. I have too much work to do on myself, too much baggage that already is emotionally draining. Adding a relationship to that makes me exhausted and stressed all the time. And I guess I am a commitment phobe now due to trauma in my past, so it's the single life for me. Choice. I have other priorities on hand right now that come first. I'm also somewhat limited in my ability to meet anyone. Pretty much would have to use a dating site, which I'm not keen on. It's very rare that I meet new people. I don't go on parties and don't have a hobby that includes meeting new people. I already know many, but there's isn't the right one among them. But I'll start a new job training soon, and I know that a girl I liked some time ago, but never told her, will do the same. So we'll be in the same class, so perhaps there's a chance. By choice. However hard it was, I found I was happier alone. It was a sad realization after so long with a great partner. And my choice caused a lot of pain. I'm hopeful the right person is out there. I am single because I'm not mentally well enough to even take care of myself. So how would I balance a relationship when I can't even balance my mental health? Too afraid to try. Job does not permit relationships. I think I am asexual, and when I asked a friend, she told me that I kinda give uninterested vibes. Honestly, I think all I want is companionship. Having been single for 29 years, the fact in itself is a self-serving and sufficient answer to anyone unconcerned with my well-being. Because I've immured my heart in the corpse of my failed marriage, never again will I be more than a friend for anyone. For man's not hot. Because my girlfriend of 4.5 years decided to steal my son's money he was saving from odd jobs throughout the summer for a new pair of Jordans that he wanted 6 days after I asked her to marry me on the platform of Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point. I can forgive for what is done to me, but I do not expect, nor will I ask my children to forgive someone who stole from them, so I asked for the ring and threw her out. And wouldn't you know, she went straight to my so-called best friend's house and he let her move in. Shortly thereafter, he knocked her up at 40 years old, so they now have an adorable 5-month-old boy. And they hate each other. Karma's a bitch. Because after a soul-crushing divorce, it's been a bit of a struggle to want to get back out there. Having a demanding job does not help much either. Girlfriend of over 3 years broke up with me 6 months ago, and I know I am still not emotionally ready for a new relationship right now. Last relationship was so toxic. I've sworn off dating, at least for a while. I haven't had this much free time in ages. It's nice. Edit. Hey. It's really great hearing from so many people with similar experiences. Like many of you, I've been taking it in stride and focusing on bettering myself, both physically and mentally. It's done wonders for my health and I feel a whole lot better. I wish y'all the very best. Stay excellent, my friends. I'm a woman living in an Arab country and it's hard to be seen as human, equal by men. I have depression, high pessimism, low self-esteem, and the perception that women hate me with a passion. I finally learned what it means to enjoy being single. I think I've enjoyed it too much and don't want my peace disrupted. Ignored too many red flags on the last one. Now everything is a red flag. Just lucky, I guess. Supply chain issue. I'm 51 and never had a serious relationship in my life. Last proper girlfriend was in my mid-20s. Lasted 2 months. With only a couple of 1 to 2 week flings since. Bottom line is I prefer to be alone. Edited for typos. Super busy and fear of dating, more or less. I am too lazy to start a new relationship. I look like Jabba the Hutt's left puss-filled testicle. I'm 35 years old, single father to a 5 years old, and I work nights. It's hard to find free time to meet someone. Especially in my area. If I do have free time to myself, I like staying home and ordering a pizza while drinking some beers and playing video games. I pretty much faced the fact that I will probably be alone for the rest of my life. I suck at putting myself out there. I also have a sneaking suspicion women don't understand me. And I don't understand them. And I also just look standard is prob not that interesting either. Hard to meet people when you are a hermit. I'm gay and Asian, not a very good combo. I am too poor to secure a future with someone. I awoke one morning from uneasy dreams to find myself transformed in my bed into a giant insect. It's been a rough couple of days. Isolated mostly. Have no money. Have a job but it's not stable. No car. No furniture. Dad is dying. My physical and mental health are bad. I will be ready to see people later on. But just not right now. I put absolutely no effort into meeting someone. I literally have no idea how to even start looking for a partner. I hate bars, clubs and all that social shit. I am neither rich, attractive or charismatic. Dating apps seem like they will kill whatever is left of my self-esteem. Because my relationships end before they even begin. What I want is simple. I only want unlimited love and affection. I mean, in my past relationships they could do that at first, but as the relationship starts getting longer, they start slowing down to the point where it seems as if I am asking for too much. I am a loving person and I like to give people I love a lot of affection and to feel loved. The thing is, nobody can keep up with that, sadly. Also, lack of communication or understanding from the other side. So I am just lonely now. Putting myself first for a while. I have no interest in a relationship after my last one. I hate people. As a guy who prides himself on solving his own problems, being alone isn't a problem that can be solved on your own. Can't be arsed. Just don't want to be in a relationship. They're nice and all, but so is being single. After a few failed relationships, I realized I was the problem and decided to take a break until I sorted those problems out. Then 7 years went by. Lol. I see too many people at work in a day. Work 12-hour shift work. The idea of coming home to someone doesn't appeal to me as a result. I've tried dating but work every other weekend and find I end up resenting when I have to dedicate weekends off to a romantic interest. I love my time alone and love to see different friends. I attract needy people, which is unfortunate because I crave so much space. If someone was cool with a once-a-month 2-day visit and didn't text me all day every day, maybe I'd date. For now I just like the peace and flexibility of my time off. Because I want to be. I ditched 185 pounds of dead, cheating weight. Because 1. Online dating sucks. I use it. It just sucks. 2. Going out to meet random strangers in public at places like the grocery store or whatever seems awkward. 3. I don't really want to meet people at the bar, club because I don't really like the bar, club. 4. I am uneasy about dating people I work with because I worry about having to continue to work with them after we break up. Also, there are very few people I work with I would possibly want to date anyway. Not really looking. Sometimes it's really cool being single, honestly. You can just worry about yourself and your goals getting accomplished. I've decided that I'd rather travel the world than date, if I can only choose one. I am about as dense as a brick of lead. God gives me chances and they all sailed right over my head. It's only when it's 2 a.m. that I realize my mistake. People are exhausting. Haven't found someone independent enough for me. Maybe that makes me selfish. Too much work. I like having no one tell me what to do. No expectations to fulfill. Saves money and I just like my company for now at least. I am not good enough. Depression makes it worse. I am trying to make it seem like being single is awesome. But sometimes I really just want someone. 2. Feeling unsuccessful as it is. Having no one makes that feeling of ever being successful of anything worse. Thoughts and insecurities has me wanting to push people away in the end. And I am an introvert, so I don't really know how to start talking to girls. And I may never do after having seen what society is. My last attempt at a relationship was about 30 months ago. It signaled that I needed to get a lot of shit straight. Since then, I have purchased a home, gone to therapy for 15 months, closed up 4 storage units. A perpetual curse tied in with 3 generations of family. My grandfather's suicide. My father's incapacitating mental illness. And my own Atlas-like physical and financial burden to carry it all. Having gone through the hero's journey, I am nearly ready to close my resale business. And finally take a chance at love again. With the dream that this one will be the one. I am ready. I hardly go out and expose myself to people. I'm uncomfortable with the notion of myself being in a relationship at this point. Also, I'm very dry in terms of personality. I'm allergic to being micromanaged. The freedom, finally. I am single because I have not met someone who 1. I respect and am attracted to physically and emotionally, 2. Who is also single and is interested in me, and 3. Whose lifestyle and life situation is compatible with mine. There are so many planets that have to align in order to get into a good, healthy relationship with someone. And I would much rather be single than be in a mediocre or toxic relationship. Got out of an 8-year relationship and started staying with my parents. Full-time job. I just don't think it's fair to expect anyone to deal with what little I have to spend with them. I'm attracted to many, and unattractive to all. People are toxic. Because it interferes with what makes me happy, which is reading manga and playing League. Finding a partner isn't all that difficult. Finding a girl who wants the same things I do is also tough, but basically, I'm happier alone. I have a guy interested in me, but I am scared of having a repeat of my bad ex. So I am really taking my time getting to know him. Being single is FKN awesome. Subscribe for more content.